Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. I think things are going pretty well. We should actually be able to accomplish this quest pretty soon. I don't know that it's beneficial, particularly to us, but we actually have income of all of the relevant resources now, so I don't know, I might do it just to get the 100 luxury resources that we can then sell. Although, our money problems mostly seem to be over. Alright, how close are we? We're 6 turns off of another election. Pacifists are pretty solidly in charge, and I think that's a really good thing. Is there a way to see the laws? No, there's not, right? Well, we'll be able to see everybody's laws, all of the laws, even the ones we haven't yet earned, at election time. I'm wondering if they moved the bonus resources from Right Thing rule to a law that's deeper in the pacifist party, which would have two major effects, right? First of all, it would mean that actually having the pacifists be in charge is not the most important thing. I did think it was kind of strange that the pacifist party's laws were mostly not very good, except for the one where if they were at the head of your Senate, the party was amazing. And secondly, it would mean that starting as the pacifist is a little bit less of a blowout resource-wise. Because it did seem very powerful, didn't it? Alright, we're 5 turns off of being able to make first progress on an endless tech. And once we've done that, once we've got the first endless tech, the rest of the dominoes usually fall pretty quickly. I'm liking a lot of the changes so far, though. I even like quite a bit the fact that we have to be way more careful about our approval and stuff now. It's always a bummer when systems are so easily manipulated that you can just sort of ignore them. I always find that disappointing. And so I like that that is not really happening here, at least with that anymore. Alright, so we'll send him over, we'll complete this thing. Alright, we're going to reveal this soon, and then we'll be able to talk to another player. We'll be able to get a little bit more approval out of negotiating another peace treaty. Unless these are the cravers, I guess. And Ultra Deep Habitats has probably unlocked the ability for us to search a curiosity or two. Let's see if we have a glow anywhere. It actually looks like maybe not. Huh. Oh no, here we go. Osulo. There are some ruins here. We'll just slide that in there. Okay. Do I have an estimate of what the cost of this is going to be? Also, am I getting full omniscience bonus on this? I am. Good. We're estimating about 82k. So this is going to be more than 20 turns. Close to 30. Well, we're working on science improvements still. There's a lot of places where we don't have even sort of our middle tier science stuff completed yet. For example, right here. I wonder if we're sort of past the tipping point in our engine where we should be focusing more on science and less on industry that leads to science. Oh, Ursa's got a new curiosity as well.
Vodiani and our...
Okay, the Vodiani. We can talk with them. The Vodiani and I can have words.
We are too polite to say what we are thinking. So, we will stop at hello.
How expensive is Force Peace? It's really not that expensive. I'm not giving you anything.
This diplomatic statement by Friends of the Faithful in its...
So we didn't actually find them. They came and found us. Oh, you know what I meant to look up was what exactly it is that causes a system no longer to count toward overcolonization. And I forgot to do that. Well, let me see if I can pull it up on this other screen real fast while we're doing the thing that we're doing here. Just do stuff like really quickly while the AI is calculating the end of turn. So it may it may take a couple of turns of intermittent labor for me to get this done. I hope that's not annoying. Okay, we're losing a little bit of influence. At this point, our influence is such that we don't need that anymore. Oh, we've discovered that there are virtual artifacts on Osulo. Those are... okay, maybe not amazing. They're in the manpower section, which generally means that they're no fun. Okay, Dakel could set up a trade company subsidiary. It's really hard for me to believe, though, that building microwave pipes everywhere is the wrong play. They're so good. Okay, we ran out of adamantium. Well, no, we ran out of antimatter, actually. How many turns is it going to be? It's going to be 1. Yeah, so just build some really, really, really basic stuff. Now, unfortunately, our... hold on, did I never pick up the ability to buy stuff out? I totally didn't. Okay, tack that onto the end of the research. Yeah, that's an important one. We could definitely push some stuff to completion a little bit faster if we had that. Alright, so we accidentally completed a quest. Okay, sure. And we are having a lot of diplomatic stuff going on here. What is going on? I guess I did meet a couple of minor civilizations.
Task to beautify the galaxy. Perhaps this helps you understand.
I see. He's feeling sneaky. Well, that's not great. We don't really have even the designs for a modern fleet, but we should be pretty quick at acquiring those designs. Everybody's doing important stuff. Yeah, we might want to relocate the fleet for the moment. We're maintaining contentment. Things are basically fine. I'm a little nervous. If he has a big fleet built already, and it's on Betel, and he just drops it on Arcob, I don't know that we'll be able to defend ourselves quickly enough. Okay, that's just a... it's just a scout. What is he doing? He's making me nervous. I don't know what it is. Something about the threatening messages, you know. Okay, you actually have to chill for a second. I mean, we may as well fire off a couple of probes. So what is Arcob's influence output is not good. We don't have any influence buildings, that's part of it. I'm a little nervous about building this here. In fact, no, I'm definitely not going to. Right, this should go in the capital. I was going to say I'm a little nervous about building this here, but I really want the influence. But the capital's influence is what's going to save Arcob. Yeah, it's more than triple. And I do think it's probably savable. Did I get your quest already? Cannot at this time offer you a quest. Huh, why not? I guess I'm fine with that.
Continued friendship with you brings peace to the heart.
Wait, easing my demands? I never made any demands of you. I demanded you stop being so weird. Your spaceships were near our system for a very short period of time. Now I am enraged. Alright, so where did I figure out that... okay, I figured out that Psychogoja is way the hell over here. And I got 100 of a thing that I don't value at all. I also found a box full of 40 influence, which is like a pretty abstract idea to find in a box. Well, you know what? Hopefully the Unfallen are not going to get all pissy about this. Does the Unfallen player consider any place constrained by his vines to be his territory? Is that maybe the problem that we were having? Because if that's the case, he can just chill the hell out with that nonsense. Okay, how many turns are we looking at here? 23. We can definitely get that number up. Okay, I would like the pacifists to stay in power, so let's give them a boost. I mean, I would love it if we could just keep things as they are, but I want the... Well, do I need the pacifists to stay in control? Having forced peace is nice. Yeah, sure, we'll throw some dust at this. Alright, cool. So oh, I forgot to check all their laws, damn it. What is this? Okay. Yeah, we knew that was coming.
Your presence and communication.
Okay. Yes, we are friends. I know. He's coming across a little bit desperate. I'm not saying it's a big deal, just... You can take it down a notch. It looks to me like the Horatio may have been in error when he contacted me with that threat. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Okay, now we can... Alright. That's actually not that easy to do, but I like the fact that if we can manage to do that, it will mean that we're ready for another system anyway, so... That dovetails nicely with our the issues that we're having. So now we do still have a faction quest that's not really moving, because I stopped caring. Research 5 technologies in the military category. It says 3 of 5. It said 0 of 5 when we got it. Have I actually researched? I don't think I have, right? I don't think that's real. I don't know. Okay, well, we've definitely slowed the progress of Horatio's influence aura, but we certainly haven't stopped it. And that's making me a little nervous. I'm gonna rush some stuff here.
You're the caviar of the
Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to having that that big, beautiful brain working at full power. After we pick up Genius of the Endless, I think we might want to make a quick detour to Chameleon Spaces, because the capital, at least, and maybe we should do this now, the capital, at least, is going to run out of meaningful stuff to build. Yep. He's doing his thing. Let's pin this. My approval level is slowly rising. Things are generally good here. We've discovered Mercurite. Is this one I've seen before? Hold on a second. I don't think that is one I've seen before. Plus 15% food per system level. Okay, that's not bad. That's a good one for when you get into that situation where you're throwing system levels onto a new, like a brand new system that you've just taken. One that was maybe like just revealed or something. Let's get science. Wow, this system needs everything. Criminy. We do have anomalies, so this will be useful. Yeah, okay, we have a lot of things to build. A lot of things to build. Aquarius is going to run out, though, right? Well, I guess we just grabbed this. That's important. We probably... Actually, this is competitive. We probably want to put this earlier in the queue. Right, the microwave pipes in Aquarius will mean an extra 50 influence per turn, so that should help push back on Arcob a little bit. I'll be very annoyed if I lose Arcob. So it looks like maybe the home system didn't need something else to do. Oh, I did? Oh yeah, that's right, I did shoot a probe over here. I had kind of forgotten that I was exploring. Okay, Arcop needs optics research labs. Obviously, the Dark Matter Institute is going to go in the capital. This is actually a significant amount of extra industry. Now we probably want to go to exoscience stations. At some point we're going to need to grab that. Let's put this in here. Okay. So our planets are, at this point, mostly rapidly gaining science output. We're saving up our dust to help try to push through the very end of microwave pipes in a bunch of different places. Unfortunately, the combination of the high cost and our dust inflation rate is making it a little bit infeasible for us to just, like, buy microwave pipes in a bunch of places. Ah, they're still pushing forward, man. Well, we do have options. It's not like there's nothing we can do. One thing we could do is we could break our peace treaty and go after him, right? If you orbit a system, it stops expanding its influence border. So that would be a pretty quick solution. I don't know. Might not be the right thing to do. Alright, what is the... Actually, it doesn't look like we gained access to any new laws. Bummer. I guess we're going to have to wait for the next election. But to be fair, I expect that to go very well. Oh hey, I was doing a thing. So let's see here. Fixed upkeep issues. I'm looking down the list of changes for version 1.1 of the G2G balance mod, and I see that they removed the increase of the overcolonization threshold when reaching the max system level, but it kind of looks like they maybe didn't add anything back in. Added a new improvement, which increases the overcolonization threshold by 1 in stage 4 of Empire development. Oh, that's how they went about it. Where is that? Oh no, stage 4. I was looking at 5. Unfortunately, I don't know where this is. Autonomous administration. Okay, autonomous administration. Oh, over... This is Empire development. I was thinking this was Empire development because this is where the advanced system development stuff is. So right here, +1 systems occupied before triggering expansion disapproval. I looked right at this and just like right past it as well. So it can only be built in places where you have the 4th level of system development. But okay. Okay. So we should, after we finish this, we should come over here and grab one thing from this tier so that we unlock this so that we can start doing that. Probably fabrication license, right? Fabrication license is a pretty good structure. And then I suppose we can start dialing in these techs as well. We'll definitely pick up xenoanthropology and interspecies HR, probably not in that order. And then also, I guess, a combat hull. I don't think it's gonna matter. Come on, Aquarius, push. I mean, obviously he's creeping forward. I'm not watching it moment by moment, but obviously it's closer than it was.
Our relations with you are...
We may as well finish this, right? Okay, we're getting close to meeting another player, which is good. That'll be a little bit more approval for us. Somewhere out there, there's still a United Empire player. Although, you know, there are cravers as well. Does Delphinus need... Yeah, actually, Delphinus probably does need to start pushing its system level up, huh? Because this is eventually going to be a problem. We're going to have to maybe do something about Horatio. Now, I don't know for sure that he has the Pacific conversion tech. It might not actually be an issue. But he'll get it eventually. It might not be an issue now. It will be an issue eventually. It has to be. Can I get enough Genonics? Yes, I can. How much do I have right now? I have 9. We are definitely going to need that. Okay, let's look into selling some things we don't need. So we're not really pushing too hard on a lot of this stuff. We could probably part with, I don't know. What's our income rate on these? 14.3. We could probably part with like 300 of these easily. Oops, that's... Sorry, 300 goes in this slot. And that's enough to let me finish this. But is this... Actually, is this the best place to finish it? Well, I need the influence pushback, don't I? Actually, we need to finish modernizing first. And Ita... We don't have the dust to buy Jadonics for Ita, so Ita can start building other stuff. Science stuff. Actually, Ita needs to grab another world. Yeah. We want to uncap our growth everywhere we can. There's still systems that are not fully habitable. We need to get the gas habitation tech. Well, right now, I actually think that losing 10 approval on all of our systems is... It's probably not a big deal. In fact, we have almost no systems where it will even change our level. Aquarius will drop out of content. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. All right, we need to refocus your population a little bit. So now that we have our basic industry buildings in a lot of our systems now. Which means we can move on to the important science buildings. Cold and fertile. So this is actually not that great here. Let's go for the F Reality Institute first. Yeah. We have not halted the march. Well, Aquarius still has a couple of things to work out. And obviously we don't have all of our influence improvements completed yet, or researched yet. Hey, I did a thing. I did a thing and got a reward that is certainly good, but also not really that important to me. Well, I'm pretty okay with this. Yeah, this is nice. Arcob, unfortunately, can't really, I don't know what else to do. We should probably build this. We should also build that, and then I think we might end up in Planet Cracker mode over here. I don't really want to build one of these once per empire things in a system that we're likely to lose, and also none of them are really even particularly valuable for us there. Okay, green. Cravers. Not even going to introduce myself. We'll go over here and we'll search a bunch of anomalies, try to get some cool loot. So we got to 5 turns with these guys, and then we fell below 70% approval. Something we're working on very slowly. So, there's... How many more players that we haven't met? Is it just one? Yeah, it's just the UE. Yellow. I mean... I was about to say, gee, where do I think yellow is? But you know what? I have a feeling. Life form... Ruins. Let's search ruins. Okay.
It is with joy and
Sure.
our relations with you.
So we want to try to find our way... I guess we'll track through this territory. We'll try to find our way to the UE and make friends with them too for the bonuses, because we could really use a little bit more. I mean, ain't that always the way? You know what? Infinite supermarkets would actually push us up to the point of being able to hold ecstatic even through some minor issues. I think that's probably important. Osulo is not a huge system, but 16 population is too much to ignore, certainly. Yeah, so we're not getting a notification of Pacific conversion. Oh, yeah, we discovered Vale. Fancy. Fancy and uninhabited. The AI is probably having the same problems I'm having, where it's just, this is awkward to expand anymore. I like the fact that this is a system that now takes some effort and balance. You have to try a little bit now. Yeah, this'll be enough time. We are so close. We are so close to being able to move on. And obviously, Genius of the Endless will be very, very helpful in getting the rest of this done.
You're the caviar of the gap.
Our relations with you.
Okay. People just sending us messages to let me know that we are still friends, that they are definitely not backstabbing us. It's all good. Okay. Let's shoot some probes out like this. See if we can find another thing to leap to. I have no idea what we're going to do with our 4th system development. I may just use Eden Incense again. We're getting it in a little bit faster now. We know that there are several players with whom we can trade, and also, hopefully, because there's multiple players pulling it, soon it will start hitting the marketplace more. And we actually need these approval bonuses now. This is the one I want. Yeah, geez, there are so many systems where we don't have the basic science stuff up yet. Throw this stuff on at the end. Let's put that at the top. It's important for us to have the industry to build the other science buildings quickly, you know? Where do we want to put the next trade subsidiary? I think I actually want it here. Right, because then our trade routes will run through this stuff, and they'll be able to pick up a lot more Eden incense and all of that. Phoenix. Yeah, sure, we have some anomalies here. Probably swap the order of those, actually. Okay, that's a start. So, if he's making progress toward Ursa, it is at least slow. We probably don't need these guys to be sitting here anymore. But is there anything useful I could be doing with them? They're not really going to scout all that well. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just leave him here in case Horatio does decide to actually carry through on his threats. Not that I think that's likely. Alright, we have National Museum now. We definitely need to pick this up. We also need to make sure that people are actually ecstatic, so we're getting the maximum benefit out of it. But, you know, one problem at a time. I'm going to build Wapster here. Like, we need the approval. Boy, the military technology, or the military category is broad. I guess we probably actually just picked up... Yeah, no, we didn't pick up the hulls yet. The hulls have yet to... What did I get? Oh, you know what? I got this. And this does have squad think systems attached to it. I kind of forgot about that. Well, cool. Yeah, I clicked here. Construct 4 new military ships to get a Sophonic Rampart. I don't really care about that, honestly.
We have your rational leadership.
Your presence.
Alright, we're all friends here. Oh, oops, I formally met him. I was... Well, I mean, I don't actually care. It's not important for us to avoid meeting him because he's not going to declare war on us anyway. It would be very awkward for him to get ships out here. Okay, we're actually ecstatic here. We can probably makes good sense for us to build this stuff. Aquarius, yeah, you're on it. Archive should probably grab the National Museum. Plus a bunch of extra industry for the purpose of converting into science. This is what I want. So we now have access to our level 4 modernization. We honestly probably need to do Eden Incense again. I think we need that bonus one more time. I can't believe we never found Blue Cap. Hold on. Is it feasible for us to just buy a ton of Blue Cap mold? It is. So let's buy one. And that way we can put it into our modernization. So let's make it this, and... What else do I really want? I mean, we could put Jade Onyx in it again. I think most of our systems are at least level 2 now. So that particular strain should basically be over. And then we're just going to spend a lot of dust putting this together. So, for example, I don't have enough to do anything here. We're going to need to buy 6, 5, and 39. And these are all things that are pretty readily available, right? Well, not the Eden Incense, I guess. Okay. Boy, I hope that's enough to help push the borders of Arcob back. Let's grab it for Ursa as well, do you think? We could definitely use the extra influence, or the extra industry, and I really just, I want this border to go away. Let's grab 40 of these, and 40 of those, and 40 of those. Okay. Arcaba has enough population and enough important buildings on it that if we lose it, it actually will be a total pain. Oh. Okay, well I did not do that, but I appreciate you. Safan Warfleet is a... Yeah, the Mavros. We should study. Let's study. Oh wow, that's a good law. That is a law we do not need. That's a law we don't... Yeah, this is the one. So we need to explore and reveal 75% of the galaxy's systems. I'm not sure where we're at on that.
Galaxy.
Tell us. Tell us.
Okay, he doesn't want us in here.
Relations with you.
They like us. He's closed his borders, and now he's going to tell us. Yeah, he tells us that he closed his borders. Okay, that's very useful information. So, this is obviously not Craver space. Looks like the Cravers are doing their thing, but they're doing it far enough away from us that it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, let's grab... Well, probably Cultural and Verdicts goes first, huh? And then N-Dimensional Industry gives us some ship units that we don't really need. Liquid Composites probably makes more sense. Okay. So we'll be able to start building a couple of those pressure-relieving buildings pretty quickly. And it's worth noting that this tech also did have attached to it +2 systems on our over-colonization threshold. So actually, yeah, our disapproval has lightened considerably. So we are going to eventually take Primus. Okay, Ida would benefit from this a small amount. Only the population on this planet, actually. So let's maybe not even bother. We'll do this. That's beneficial to everybody everywhere. I think there's actually... Maybe I shouldn't be worried about this anymore, because there's a pretty good chance... Pardon me. Oh, nope, never mind. I was going to say, there's a pretty good chance that we can just get through the game before it becomes an issue. But nope, it became an issue right away. Okay, well, how much did that hurt my science output? 9273, it's probably not that bad. I mean, if we can push our influence back over, right? That would be helpful. I feel like that should break peace, you know? So let's go for these things. These things that work regardless of the... Actually, we're ecstatic now, so... Yeah, our only real option for getting our planet back is this, I think. I mean, we could get a fleet, but I don't want to build a big fleet and take it back by force and inherit a smoldering ruin, you know? We need it back in one piece. So we should probably build some more exploration ships, huh? Let's drop... I guess the capital's the place to do it. Let's drop 2 more real fast. We'll send one of them up this way to get eyes on these systems so that they're counted. And we'll send the other one over here, probably, to finish exploring Lumeris territory.
Your presence and
Horatio has an eternal task to beautify.
Or maybe we're going to have to fight anyway. I don't know. Alright. Let's, can head over here. We have somebody coming up this way. I mean, I know he's going to be salty about this, but... Oh, that's not actually a fleet yet. That's why it's not responding to orders. I don't know if we should let a guy captain a ship, though, if he can't figure out the thing I was trying to tell him to do there. Seems fairly straightforward to me. So he's got mediums. We're researching the large hull right now. I don't want to have to build a bunch of them. We discovered a trap somewhere. In some place that I do not care about, we have discovered a trap. We should actually just go to here and stop and fire off a couple of probes and then continue onward. Alright, we've got our microwave pipes. This is +5 industry per citizen on both of those planets. That's probably worth picking up. Jesus, this system. You know what? It's going to take such a long time to build those industry improvements that we probably will be done with the game before we get the science buildings done here if we go for the industry stuff first. Alright, once we have liquid composites done, though, we'll figure some stuff out. So hold on, show me these. Okay, they moved they moved the bonus resources to the very end. That makes sense. I think that's a smart thing to have done. Okay. Well, I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna throw efficient primary elections behind the pacifists again, because I'd like them to remain in charge. Or, no, actually I don't care. I don't care who's in charge, as long as it's these two parties. It doesn't matter which one of them is at the top. Alright, so that did not give us access yet. We do, however, have some other stuff we could be running. Yeah, I would really actually like to be running plus 30% science. It's just, we've got a lot of our science stuff done in a lot of places. We probably could have made this changeover earlier. I'm not sure when the best moment to switch over would have been, though. Oh. Have I? Have I passed, an ecologist law? It's clearly counting the automatic law, because it gave us militarist. Yeah, maybe I actually did that. Weird. What a weird thing to have done. So again, we're having the same situation here where it's just like, it's going to take us such a long time to build the build-up structures that they'll never get done. So we're at 99% devoted. We're only slightly over. I wonder if we could abolish the approval from peace law. I wonder if we could afford the consequences of that. Do I even want these guys to push back? Do I care about this enough? Maybe I do. But maybe I should just build some science stuff and focus up. Okay, I need kind of a lot of Eden incense. What if I buy 80 Eden incense? And we need 14 jade onyx. And 40 blue cat mold. I have to wait a turn. Then we can start pushing Phoenix's level up too. It can probably help us. Actually, I think we're pushing the line back on Archive. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think so. And it's only going to get better. The Culture Center is 200 influence plus 20% influence. Hey, we did it. We did it. We have even more systems that have absolutely nothing built. Fantastic. Ugh. Whatever. Population's population. Hey, that's... Oh, hey, look who it is. No, wait, these are neutrals. Did yellow die and I didn't notice? Is that what happened? Alright, Power of the Endless it is. Okay, only 5 turns on that. And then we're going to want to go straight into Wealth of the Endless. Wealth of the Endless has been available for a little while, and I think we were right to pick up the important, like, influence and approval tax here before going after it. I'm not 100%. Oh, that's right. I was going to send out... Damn it. I was going to send out things. Is there a marker for how much I've explored? Maybe like in science or something? Number of technologies, technology stages. No, that's Star System's owned. No, it looks like there is no way to see what your current percentage of exploring the galaxy is. Which is a shame, because I'd like to know if I'm at like, 50%, I might not bother. If I'm at 65%, it's different. What is this? Is this a lone pirate ship? Oh, that's right. I discovered a pirate ship in a trap. And it's just floating around the back end of my empire. Actually, we can still reveal these from here, it looks like. Why don't we do like that? Alright, well, we're revealing a lot of stuff. That's certainly the case. So the next big... Oh, hey, we gained a law slot. So the next big thing we could gain is the Cram Exam Act, but I don't think we are anywhere near the amount of approval we would need to make this safe. We could go Cram Exam if we have the offset. Like, where are we at on these? We're actually not much above 100% on some of these. This one's got some good stuff. And this one has 30 points of approval from Calgaros, so that helps a lot. Yeah, I don't think we're far enough above our approval, the approval level we need. We can just turn the Dirty Hands Act back on. Yeah, sure. Man, there are Craver ships way deep in Blue's Empire. I guess maybe not. That's a Craver system right there, isn't it? I'm glad we didn't start near him. He seems to be doing quite well. Not well enough that he should be a threat to us, but... Man, I wish I knew if I was close to 75% or not. I guess go to here? I don't know, we gotta do something while we're waiting for probes to build back up so that we can start scouting these systems. Alright, so we'll get to here and we'll just throw some probes out this way. Where's that other... Here he is. We're close. Unfortunately, we've run pretty low on skill points that actually do anything. Oh, he got stopped by a blockade. Hopefully the Cravers can tell that we are not those guys, but, I mean... Listen, I don't want to call them stupid necessarily, because I'm worried they might be able to hear me. But... discerning. They're not discerning. How's Aquarius doing? Okay, Aquarius is almost out of influence stuff to build. Oh, that's interesting. This building costs influence. Well, that's fine. Oh, and Endless Space 2 has stopped working. Well, that's not great. Let's reboot this. Hopefully this will be fast enough that I don't have to go into editing, because, man oh man, does editing a video increase the amount of time that it takes to actually put it out. So I think we're in a position to be able to win maybe turn 120-ish? Maybe that might be optimistic, but soon. And we haven't seen any notifications that anybody else is close to victory. I didn't read the patch notes as thoroughly as one might, as you probably have figured out by now. So I don't know if they maybe peeled back the thresholds on those a little bit. It might be the case that you just have to be way closer to a victory before that thing will play now. I wouldn't mind that being the case. I have to admit, I did adjust to them being the way that they were in the previous build. Sort of a good way of keeping track of where people are. Not so much whether they're close to victory, but where they are on their victories. Okay, we have to load into the last mod configuration before we can load the game, unfortunately. Well, I mean, unfortunately. It's going to take like 10 seconds. And it's even less time for you, because you can just click ahead. Okay, there we go. I do have to say, this is a nice loading screen. Is that the most recent? Okay. So it's turn 104 now. We are halfway through Tech 2. Tech 3 is estimated to take 4 or 5 turns. Yeah, 120. Turn 120 might totally be feasible. So I was having an error previously. Okay. Where the game when those games from the last those save games from the last game were not loading. They were getting to that game launched point and about that same spot on the loading bar and then just hanging indefinitely. And so I was getting a little bit nervous there. But it seems like things are fine. Okay, I'm not sure what caused the crash. But we did not lose a lot of progress. Alright, so a little bit of extra science out of Phoenix. I wonder if it was trying to place the autonomous administration. We don't really need it. Actually, hold up. Yeah, we'll put on colonial rights first because we're not ecstatic yet, which means we're not outputting quite as much industry or influence as we could be. Also, you should probably be science, yeah. So I'm going to not try to place the autonomous administration thing because we don't really need it, and I'm concerned that it was what crashed the game. Actually, before we go anywhere with these guys, there's probably systems over there somewhere, right? This is Eta, Fertile and Cold Worlds. Yep, so this will be useful here. Let's keep pushing that up. So yeah, we're looking at 5 turns estimated, but we're still building science buildings, so it could come down to 4. And in fact, some fairly large and important stuff is finishing in the near future here. It's got logistics fleets running around, I assume delivering manpower. Okay. What's up, Horatio? Okay, these two guys are starting to converge a little bit. We probably should turn this guy around. We'll see if we can scope out anything over here. Because if we can get a hold of that law, it is not too late for it to be really, really useful. Where do I think... I think this is roughly where this influence bubble is emanating from. And I'm going to break one of these guys off and have him just grab those real fast. And then probably come down here and grab these. Or actually, the probes might get these. You probably shouldn't go anywhere, though. Yeah, we're gonna be able to get Arcad back, I think. I'm sure Horatio will have some feelings about that. In fact, we're gonna be able to get Arcad back pretty soon. It's really moving. Oh, hold on, I shouldn't do that. Let's here we go. Here's something. Boy, these probes are not really revealing anything, are they? let's just go to here. That is some nice art, I have to say. Alright, so... obviously, we'll buy back Arcab the very moment we can. How expensive is it? Yep. Give me that. Mine. Please remove yourself from my system. Did he screw it up? Oh, it's got Horatio all in it now. All my beautiful Sophons, I have no idea where they went. I will never be able to get the smell of head out of here. Okay, one more level. Alright, what else do we need? We've gotten to the point now where the influence is a lot less valuable. So I guess just go into science mode. Shoot a probe out this way just to see if we're missing any sneaky hidden systems. Okay, well, we're exploring. Yeah. That's true, I am. So we probably also want to grab autonomous mining, because core science is powerful. In fact, I'm gonna put that in front of our other endless tech because we are actually about at that place. Yep. Actually, wait. This is the capital. This is where I wanted to build the Dark Matter Institute. And then when the Dark Matter Institute ends, it's autonomous mining time. Core science. So yeah, I estimate we are, like, very close. It's probably very useful information for everybody. You know, like, we're kind of close. We're on the way, in case you didn't know.
Our relations with you.
We are on our way to a victory. I don't know, there's probably some people who, like, who are curious about the game and just click 1 hour into the video. Okay, let's see what this is. Really? Miners? Still? Well, hey guys, what's going on? No reason not to grab some favor. Our poor exploration ship is probably going to get its ass kicked. Oh, there's a bunch of space out here. I wonder if there's anything out there. So my suspicion on the fate of the United Empire is that some of what we're seeing over here as Craver space actually probably used to be UE space. And that makes this the second game where we have seen the UE just completely get their butts handed to them. And I'm wondering if there's some kind of problem that the AI has with playing United Empire. Okay, we got there. Cool. So that is a law that we are going to want to turn on immediately. Boost science from all sources until you have accumulated a total of that much science. That's not that hard to do. Minus 50% science and exploration technology costs on technology costs. We're actually done with both of these tiers, so this is not really very meaningful. Oh. That lone pirate finally found his way to the home system. Okay.
Our purpose is to kill.
That seems unlikely. I straight up do not believe you. Okay, so we can probably just send our dudes home for the most part. There's not a huge percentage in continuing to explore out here. A new hero. We are not given the option of a Sophon. Okay, you're not really a winner. The Seeker at least has Blue Sky Speculator. I mean, odds are this is not going to matter. Yeah, sure. We'll take on the Lumaris. That works okay for me. Alright, what is a system that has a lot of population that... Okay. Ita, congratulations. You are governed. Alright. Sure, that seems okay. Oh, we don't... That was all the points she has. So we're like pretty late in the game, but the Academy does not level up all that quickly. Okay, there's a lot of notifications over here that we do not care about. We don't really have that many meaningful notifications at this point. Alright, let's throw Core Science on the end of that. I feel like we haven't done it nearly as much this game, the converting industry to science. I guess I was building more important stuff with a lot of my time. I will grab this and this, and then we'll do core science. It's a nice amount of extra industry. Poor Illumination's gonna fall to the Horatio immediately. Alright, yeah, we're pretty much disconnected from the Empire at this, or from the rest of the galaxy at this point. We have our own goals. So we'll probably be able to tear up this portion of the tree pretty quickly. Let's turn 111 now. I think my estimate of 120 is going to hold. I am currently removing my fleets from Riftborn territory. I'm working on it. See if I don't. Okay, you need just stuff. Just a lot of stuff. Actually, what this place needs most is a whole lot of Jade Onyx being pumped into it. Alright, we might be able to get one of those science buildings done in time for it to matter. Oh, Phoenix, Planet Cracker. No, 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 no. This is probably not necessary. Oh, it's happening over here too. We could get Osilo up to level 4, but I don't think we can do it fast enough for it to matter. Yeah, I'm just gonna put these guys into Planet Cracker mode too. To be perfectly honest, even doing all of that may not have any effect. In fact, we should probably move Dakel over as well. It's a little bit of extra... Okay. A little bit of extra science, I guess. Our Cobb doesn't really need to finish what it's doing. This is going to be... Yeah, that's fair. We'll let that finish. Get a little bit extra science out of that. Primus, it is probably too late for you to be doing stuff like that. Here, we'll throw this at the front. Get 20 extra science.
You're the caviar of
Our relations with...
We didn't make any science agreements with anybody. Which we could have. And that would have sped things up, I'm sure, but I don't actually know how the science agreements work. In a lot of 4X games, the partner who is higher on science doesn't really get that much out of them. They get something out of it, obviously. They have to.
Objective.
But I'm not sure if those would have been really meaningful. Okay, we're in that place where our overflow. I wish you could assign stuff from future eras. We're in that place where our overflow is going to be accomplishing the tier for us. Unfortunately, we're overflow capping. After this turn, we will probably be overflow capped, because I do not imagine... We'll grab like these, whatever. Yeah. Huh. So, like, nobody has done any research in this tier at all, huh? Or in this quadrant. Yeah, it looks like the problem with Ursa is actually being warded off by the influence from Aquarius. We're pushing the pushing Betel's influence out galactic north. Okay, so yep, we capped. It's not awesome. You can probably avoid the capping by weaving tiers of this into advancing through the other trees, or the other quadrants. So that was actually a mistake. That's a thing we could have avoided.
Your presence and
Cool.
soon your worlds will...
Whatever. Where even are you going to... I don't know what his plan is. Do you know how much we know about weapons, guy? Like, really think about the thing you're doing here. Oh, I totally didn't... I was all excited about getting that law, and then I totally forgot to assign it. It probably would not have made a meaningful difference. We got it very late. But it is a very good law. There's no doubt about that. So if we had pushed our faction quest forward earlier, that would definitely have sped up our victory by a significant amount. 3 turns. Aha, 119. We're going to beat my estimate. We wouldn't have capped... We wouldn't have science capped if I had put on super squared, because the overflow cap is twice your current output rate. And, yeah. Little mistakes here and there that are costing us turns, you know? Stuff does add up. Okay, that's the first notification we've seen for another player, right? I think they might have scaled the notifications back. And you know what? Was there a notification that we were close to a science victory? After the first endless tech we researched? I don't think there was, right? So I think they may have just lowered the number of warnings there are, which is maybe fair. Okay. Wow, that would have been cool a long time ago. Alright, well, the Cravers are coming for us, they have assured us, but it turns out to be irrelevant. Just curious if this is any different.
There are no pesky gods to interfere or annoy us now. So, what do we do next? You know, it'd be neat to figure out what went wrong with Enfa.
I have heard that the animation doesn't change, but that the text and the voice stuff changes depending on choices that you made during the game sometimes. I haven't really looked at enough of the cinematics to verify that. But that was, you know, I feel like I'm playing much more cleanly now. We're still making dumb mistakes here and there. I'm still not prioritizing things well enough due to unfamiliarity with the systems. I really do need to learn the steps of the faction quest and stuff. But, yeah, improving. I think maybe even relatively sharply. And the game is improving right along with us. It's an exciting time, I think, to be playing a game that's like still in active development, still being like really changed a lot. Because really, you're getting to play a lot of different, very similar, but meaningfully different games. it is unfortunately still the case, I think, that the AI didn't really stand a chance there. But they're working on it. We're all working on it. So that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I hope that we've all learned some things. I'm excited about where the game is headed. I think it's going in a good direction. Come back next time. You know what? If there's something in particular that you would like to see, please leave that stuff in the comments below. I will check it out and try to figure out what people are looking for. And come back next time for something. I don't even know what yet. We'll see you then.